Hello, one more video. Still in the mountains. I think the mountains, we all have places that we love. Some people love big cities. Some people love the beauty of a beach. And others like mountains. I was born and raised in mountains, and perhaps it's why, as a child, it got into me, and I like to return to these places, and I like to share that with my friends, my family, and my kids, to give a part of what I received from these mountains a long time ago and still today. So we are in the mountains, and they're kind of an office, right? You can have offices in four walls, meeting rooms with a view on a building, or you can have an office which is the mountains. So with this said, the post of today is about economics, society, business, how we humans have built this world, this modern world. You know that before modernity, before humans, the world was about being the strongest. If you had, the fastest leg, you could outrun the other animals. If you had the most strength, you could probably beat a prey or outrun a prey and survive. And as a species, you would thrive by force. That's how pretty much nature works. Humans think differently. Right? We've tried over the years, over the decades, over the centuries, to create good and bad. This idea of what is good, what is bad, what is right, what is wrong. And that's very debatable. Right? What is right? What is good? What is being good? You read Nietzsche, Beyond Good and Evil, or you read any book from Nietzsche, and he will tell you that there's nothing worse than thinking that way. That's his opinion. And there's some truth to that, right? Nothing is ever black or white. But we have ideas of cruelty. We have ideas of what constitutes something very bad, right? We have an idea of injustice. We probably have a better idea of injustice than we have an idea about justice. So over the centuries, we humans have built this society. We've built a business world. We've built a world of commerce, money, exchange of value. We've built laws, mostly to prevent. Right? Laws are very often negative as well. What you will not do. The sins are capital sins, right? They're negative. And in the middle of this, we've got this opposition of capitalism being kind of born to fail. Capitalism being evil, if you read Marx, and this idea that communism is the better idea. It's a better model. In theory, if we all do what we love, and if we don't think about the reward, first of all, we'll all be happy because we're not going to think about money, right? We're going to think about our soul, the people that we care about, and that will take us to the right place, right? That will take us to the right place. But if we think about money, then immediately we have different incentives, right? We're going to try to optimize the money part. And by optimizing the money part, everything that's about the spirit, everything that's about what we really want to do, everything that's about compassion, in theory, for Marx, kind of gets out the door and eventually fails, right? Capitalism is this sort of wheel. It's a treadmill. You run on the treadmill, and it's never enough. The treadmill increases, and then we get more productive. But everybody gets more productive, so then the treadmill accelerates for everybody, and if you don't run on it, then you're left behind. So you have no choice. You got to be on the treadmill. Yeah, there's some truth to it, but at the same time, when you look at today's world, it's much less unjust. It's much less cruel than before. Most of the developed countries have laws that in general work, and they protect the weak. And that's what the laws are made for. There's a tax system, right, that we don't necessarily like, right? I don't like paying my taxes, but I know that the taxes go to shared services, right? They go to the greater good. And the reason they go to the greater good is because these taxes are meant to compensate for chance. Some of us are born with luck, with family that loves us, with people around us that help us get education, help us get a job, that stand by us. And some of our fellow humans, they don't have that. And because they don't have that, the government's job is to provide the people without this luck with the resources to make it in spite of that. And that can be done in many other ways. It can be done through philanthropy, where it's pretty much like a tax, but you decide to give to the philanthropist, for the philanthropist to do good on your behalf. There's a much more direct link because you choose where the activity goes, how the money is spent, in theory. You always have crooks in every place, right? You find stories about crooks in the philanthropy world as well. They exist everywhere. But in comparison to the tax system, philanthropy gives you this idea that you allocate the capital, you allocate where your money goes. There's a third model, right? You've got capitalism, then you've got communism, and in the middle, you've got this model where you've got capitalism that distributes. It's called open source, and it's called, the free and paid models, where you have businesses that give away information, goods, software to everybody. And when you look at what software has done with open source, software has distributed means of entrepreneurship. It's distributed operating systems, it's distributed database software, it's distributed applications to entrepreneurs that wouldn't have had the resources to buy that software and then to invent businesses on top of it. And these businesses, at the same time as they operate without money, you get the goods and you don't pay. You have a sort of communist system where the producer produces a free good and it gives it to you. And at the same time, that producer also makes a business with services, with other software that is being sold. And you kind of get the best of both worlds, right? You get some of the benefits of communism. You almost need less taxes because you don't need to redistribute the goods. The goods are already distributed to everybody. So the same way that we've done good laws that prevent injustice, and that we've done a lot of work with science to prevent injustice and to heal people that are sick, that shouldn't be sick, we can do that to economics. We can find what I call mindshare markets that distribute goods without stopping capitalism. They make people wealthy, they make customers wealthy, and they have this sort of sharing at the same time with everybody. That video is one of them. See you soon.